Hello, hello. This is the ArchieLuxury live stream. We're broadcasting around the Archieverse. We are live. We're here, and we are today talking watches, talking fun, talking all sorts of interesting shit there. What is happening, Bateman? Tell me what's happening.
Not a whole lot, Archie. How are you, mate?
Hey, I am fantastic. It is a winter morning in Brisbane. This is winter. The temperature
chilly?
itself here, it's a little bit chilly. It's a little bit chilly. 16
Yes.
degrees. Is that cold? That's not really cold for you Kiwis, is it? That's not cold.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad, honestly.
Like in a morning in New Zealand, you have like an 8, don't you? 8 degrees.
So far it's been as low as about maybe 2-3 degrees.
Yes.
Sometimes you go negative like overnight, but yeah, that's not too bad, honestly. 8 degrees. 16's fine.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Some nasty comments in the chat. We've just started and we've got some nasty comments. I had to delete a comment from the rancher.
The punters are vicious.
Yeah, the punters are vicious. Let's having a look here. 16 is not. This is not Fahrenheit. It's Celsius. 0 is cold. Little Dave says. How does Master Bateman have all this time to be on? Well, because he is furthering his. This is an internship. He's getting his YouTube career off the ground.
Okay. No, I don't really plan to do a YouTube career, but I'll happily help out. So, and it's something I can easily do when I'm working from home. I can balance this in between. So, yeah, it's all fun.
Yes. Just out of interest, there some interesting news came in there. There was a few things happening there. There in Australia, I don't know if you remember a brand called Country Road. Was that ever popular?
Yes, it rings a bell. I think it's like a clothing brand, right?
Yeah, upmarket clothing brand, thank you.
Yep.
They closed their flagship store. They had a flagship store in Sydney in the Queen Victoria building. They've decided to close that, which is it just shows you retailing is changing. You know, a lot of things are changing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, it's changing. Who would have thought Country Road would close their Sydney flag? I mean, that was yuppies in the 80s. You know, you had people it was aspirational. Oh man.
Yep.
Incredible to hear that they've closed that. They're still in business. It's just they closed that. That was the flagship store. They were a brand very popular in David Jones and Myers, and David Jones and Myers aren't doing well as well. They're doing very poorly. Speaking of watches, what's going on? I wanted to new topic today, rebuilding a collection from scratch. Now, I've had to do this. I had the burglary, and I've also had other bad things that have happened. But I wanted to ask you something about rebuilding from scratch. So very quickly, let's just do a quick flash in case you haven't seen it a million times before. There we go. That's Mike. By the way, what watch are you wearing today? What do you wear?
I've got the one in my picture. Yeah.
I'm actually wearing the World Time today.
It's beautiful.
Today.
Beautiful.
Now, I wanted to ask you something. Okay, so say for example, rebuilding from scratch. What have you learned from collecting? What knowledge would you have there? Like, for example, you would say, well, if I'm building a collection, I want to have a diver. I want to have a chronograph. I want to have a GMT. You got to work out your bases. You know, you maybe what you want a dress watch.
Yes, I agree.
What bases? What key points would you have in your collection itself?
Well, I'm not much of a suit and tie guy personally, so I prefer my divers, my chronographs, GMTs, casual watches. By casual, I mean my Explorer 39. You know, things like that. Just everyday sort of pieces.
Casual.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the name
Casual.
they call them Garda, you know?
Casual.
Go anywhere, do anything. The Garda watch.
Go. Gotta go. Gatta. Go anywhere. Go anywhere. What's it again? Go anywhere.
Go anywhere, do anything. Garda.
Gada. Ah, gotcha. Gada. Go anywhere, do anything. Wow, that's an interesting thing to say there.
So,
Gotta.
for example, I would look at this, and for me personally, I would say that Tudor is most definitely Garda. You know, it's a great watch.
Tudor's a gotta. Would you say the Speedy's a gotta? Maybe not. Not waterproof, is it?
Not quite. Yeah.
The Pam is gotta.
Yeah. Yep.
The Breguet.
You got your dress
No.
pieces. I mean, you got all your bases covered there, right?
Yeah. I gotta. Gotta say there. It's you've got to have your bases covered. These bases are very important things to cover.
That's right, but most importantly is, you know, what matters to you.
Yeah, most importantly, what matters to you. Fair call. I get it. I gotta say, to be honest with you, I did a few silly things because if you're gonna go on that train of thought, I got rid of some gutters. Look, Bluesy,
Ooh,
that's a gutter watch. Explorer 2, that's a gutter watch. And the
Explorer 2,
the
absolutely.
gold JLC, that's a gutter watch if ever I saw one. It even had interchangeable straps. It had a rubber strap. It had the leather strap. Yeah, that was gotta. And I gotta be honest with you, man. That's kind of sad. It's gone because I needed the money.
No, that's fair. That is fair enough.
I mean, let's face it, in life, if you got to sell a few watches, hey, is that the worst thing that can happen in your life? You got to sell a few watches? You
No.
gotta sell a few watches?
You gotta do it. I've gotta tell you.
But what would you do if you're building from scratch? I'm just going to find another picture that's not my collection. And I've gotta see. This here's a wealthy couple would say. Okay, let's have a look at this. Just take that down. A wealthy couple would say, okay, this is their gutter. Do you want to see their gutters? This is their gutters. Look at that. How's that for a wealthy couple?
Oh, jeez. That's incredible.
What do you think of that?
I
They
love
gotta. How's that? Husband and wife like that.
Husband and wife.
And we've got our first super chat. We got a super chat. Look at this. First super chat.
Oh, there you go.
Why isn't first super chat? Frank V, $2. Just bought the El Primero Open Heart. 4.5. Fantastic, Frank. You know, Frank really wanted to buy my one.
Yeah. I do
But
recall.
the problem is I'd have to send it to him. There's customs. I don't want to. I don't want to worry about things. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just going to be painful.
You know, the taxes and all of that. No. It would have been more convenient for them to find something local.
I think it's so unfair. Why is it if we sell things to another country, you've got to pay duties and taxes when they've already paid duties and taxes on these things? When does it stop?
Yeah, exactly. Can you get away with declaring it as a gift or something like that?
No, you can't.
Nah.
No, you can't. You can't. You can't.
So they would open it up on the border and say, "Oh, look,
No,
this
it's
is an
irrelevant if it's a
item."
gift. So what? So what?
Ah,
So what? It still doesn't exempt you from duties. How does that exempt you from duties? It doesn't. It doesn't
they just
exempt
want to
you
put
from
their finger in the
duties.
pie. You know, they want a piece of the pie.
Governments are broke. You know that, don't you? Governments are really broke. They're broke, and they don't know what they want to do. You know what I mean? They're not sure. They're not sure. It's terrible, man. It's fucking terrible. It is
It's not
terrible.
easy.
It is, man. Nothing's fucking easy. Let me give you the drum. Nothing is fucking easy in this world. It's death, taxes. No, nothing's fucking easy. That's for sure. I can tell you that much. But I've got to say to you, building a what? You know how you have the pillars? They say you got pillars.
Yes,
What
diver,
pillars
chronograph, GMT.
would you have? Like if you're building, let's just hypothetically, just pretend you're starting from scratch, right? Oh, we got a super chat. Rustyswatches.com, £20. Hey, Arch, mind if I hop on and tell you about a cool new jump on? Rusty's, get him on.
Jump on.
Get him on. So Rusty's, it's a very handy website to check price changes. Let's get him on, have a chat. Hey, Rusty, how are you?
Hey, Archie, how's it going? Not too bad.
How are things going at rustyswatches.com?
Well, about a month ago, I had a great idea to go on the show with Lux and ask the punters for their opinions. And some of them were not pleasant. But in full fairness, most of them were pretty spot on. So I've spent the last month fixing things, improving things, and basically making it a much more professional, slick project. So do you mind if I share my screen? I will just show you.
Go for it.
Sure. Let's bring it up.
Let me share. Need to make sure I share the correct one. Right, there we go. I think you have to click it. Hey. So the first criticism was the logo. They weren't happy about it just saying Rusty's Watches. So I've got a nice, cool logo designed.
Cool.
And it's basically got a whole facelift. So all the visuals have been improved to make it work a lot, look a lot more slicker. You can now go into view details and you can see information about when an item was listed, when it was last seen, as well as see the old price chart. So you can see the history of the item and all the details about how much stock the retailer's got and all those kind of goodies. Wow. And the other neat thing I've done, and this is based on some things I've noticed you do in the stream, is I've improved the search so you don't actually have to know the entire model number anymore. So if you type in, say, if I could spell Vacheron, and you type in 40 and you can't remember the last digit, it will still find it. And as you type more digits, it just refines the search. So now you can just enter partial model numbers. And hey, Breguet. So just 3810 will get you all those Breguets that contain 3810, which hopefully should make it a lot neater and easier to use for people.
Wow, that's fantastic. That's great.
Yeah. So if
Fike
anybody
Bear, we got Fike Bear. We got Fike Bear on. How are you, Fike Bear?
Hey, I've got a pro tip from Rusty. Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, Rusty. When you got your face pixelated like that, you're not supposed to use your real voice. It's supposed to sound something like, "I really didn't know Giancarlo at the time."
In all honesty, I did try and get a voice changer, but it just didn't sound right. And I'm sometimes hard enough to understand at the best of times, let alone having my voice manipulated.
All right, good luck, but they're going to track you down now.
They're going to try.
Also, now I've got other questions, but I'll ask. Do you talk to his father at all, any or not? Archie's father?
No, he doesn't.
Do you have his phone number by any chance?
No.
I was talking to Rusty. I was talking to the cartoon character.
I've already had this with Narc, who spent a good chunk of time ribbing me about my appearance.
Just try like lowering in an octave. See if that works. All right, good luck.
I could try. Yes, of course. So hopefully, and if anybody else has got any suggestions on things they might think might make it work better, then I'm all ears.
Like if you could have filters similar to Corona 24, like size filters, material filters, steel, gold.
So you can, if you just type in a size, it will actually also filter by size. So you don't actually have to click buttons. So it's meant to just work a lot more slicker than having to click loads of individual buttons. But people don't always know. Hey, that's why I come on the stream, to hopefully educate the punters.
No, that's great. And dare I ask, have you kept the termite Easter egg?
Without question, but what you have to do now, because people would, every time you hit Breguet, it would come up with them. So now if you type in Archie House, it will
termites. There you go. You can hear something in the background too. Huh?
So there was this is slightly depressing. What am I after? I'm after it's 3810. Yeah, so look at this. This lovely Breguet, beautiful Breguet, only 4,400. But look at what the seller's been doing since they listed it.
Holy shit! They listed it in April.
Yeah, and it's continuously.
So what's happening? Let's have a look, Rusty. Let's have a look at, say, the gold Breguet that me and you have. What are they doing?
So that is the Breguet 3810 ST.
No, it's not an ST because it's gold. ST steel.
So that would be, do you know the model number?
3810, Breguet 3810.
I can find one here. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's a 3810 BR.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got. I'll put it all into US dollars.
Actually, I think maybe the take the BR out because there was more before. There was another one. Just take that out. Just keep going. Oh, what's happened? Keep going down. There was a couple. There's two. There's one next door. See, he hasn't used. Oh no, he has used BR. Okay. So, let's have a look. What's happened to this one here? This one. What's happened to the pricing? Show me what's happening.
I've just opened that in a new window. Just okay. So that was only listed. Oh no. Oh, okay. That one they've held steady. So that one was listed in March, and they've not dropped it. Let's have a look at that one. Oh, that one, the price went up. So sometimes retailers actually up the price bizarrely when they think markets. Oh,
that's a cool feature. That's cool. Yeah.
So I think if you rung them up and said, "Hey, it was listed at 12,500,000," you really should honor that price. Maybe they would.
So it keeps a snapshot of the prices.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
Okay. Oh, there is be more gold ones. Chrono on 5th LLC.
Can I ask you something? You've got a Breguet. He's got a Breguet Type 21. What do you think of the NATO straps?
I've got a black and white Bond NATO that I've tried on it. Yes. But it just doesn't feel special. It just doesn't feel
on the leather strap. It feels special.
It does. It does on leather strap. Every time I buy an aftermarket strap, I'm always disappointed.
And tell me this: do you think that could be a one and done? Your gold Breguet?
Definitely. You got a sports watch, you got a precious metal watch, and you've got a brand with serious heritage.
Yes. Sports watch, precious metal, and a brand with serious, not bullshit heritage, proper heritage.
And but the fourth item is dirt cheap as well, right? I mean,
well, there's still 1,000. I mean, how much did you pay for yours?
It worked out to about, well, in US, 10 US, I suppose, roughly.
Oh, that's very good price. I paid about the same. So what's that? 7,000 pounds or something?
No. Well, it was 8,000 at the time. It was 8,000.
8,000 pound. That's still, you could buy a good secondhand car for that, couldn't you?
But in 10 years' time,
Absolutely.
the Breguet will still probably worth about 10 grand.
That's true.
Yeah. Do you love your Breguet?
It is the coolest watch I've ever owned. There's just something about it, the brand, the fact that it's gold, the fact that it's exclusive, that makes it special. It feels special. I had an Amiga Seamaster a few years back, but it just didn't feel special.
And what was the retail price of that gold Breguet?
Well, the last retail price before it was discontinued was 19,500 sterling. So that's about 24, 25 US.
And tell me, when was it discontinued?
I would say that's a funny question, right? About 2 or 3 years ago, it was officially discontinued. The Breguet boutique had one still 6 months ago. And Watches of Switzerland in the UK actually had one up until I looked a few weeks ago. So there is some old stock from actual ADs still hanging around.
And how much did they want at the Breguet boutique?
19,500. I mean,
that's a lot of money, isn't it?
They'd have taken less for it, I would have thought.
Yes. Hey, if you don't mind, can I ask you a couple of questions about the website?
Go for it.
Have you got any features like in mind? So if I'm like keeping an eye on a certain watch, like I could be notified.
Yeah, you can just click notify, put an email address in, and then it will send you an email as soon as the price of that item drops down.
Yeah, or if any new listings appear, like I might not be wanting a certain colorway or something like that.
Yes, if you're interested in Breguet 3810, if you just type Breguet 3810 in, then you put your email address in here.
Oh, there you go.
It'll send you an email every time there's a new listing as well. So you can
That's
basically
great.
know straight away.
That's
which
good.
is really neat, right? Because it might be what item you're watching, and when the price goes down, you're going to jump on it.
Absolutely. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah, no. See, two great ideas, and I'd already implemented them.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, I missed it. Sorry.
Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff.
Yeah. So, and the other thing as well, I was thinking of doing was maybe letting people load their watches in so they could compare the prices. But there's a fair bit of kind of complexity to doing that.
Yes, I know Chrono 24 has that feature, right? Where you can sort of add your collection in and compare it.
One of the problems is they force you to state like what the actual make and model is, but some retailers they'll just write some text for the title and it might not always be accurate. So technical problems you don't want to know about.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
I got to tell you, Rusty, can I ask you something? Today's topic is rebuilding a collection from scratch. If you were to build a collection from scratch, let me ask you a couple questions.
Go for it.
Number one, would you get a gold Breguet again? Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, I would definitely get a gold Breguet again. I'd consider
you
a gold Nautilus.
Get the same one or a different model?
I wish it was a tiny bit smaller. It is quite even at 42 mils. It's quite a big 42 mils. It's quite tall, so I wouldn't mind something that was a little bit slimmer and a little bit lighter because it is fairly heavy. It bounces around on the wrist, I find. So, but it would depend how much money I got, right? Because if I got enough money, I might consider all sorts of things.
Yeah. Tell me this, building a collection, what things would you see as important? Like the Breguet, sports, chronograph, precious metal, brand with serious heritage, and good bang per buck. You can't beat that. You can't beat that, Rusty. tell me this: what pillars do you think is important? Do you think you need different functions? What would you need in a collection? What do you think you need?
I think you need something which is like a heavy hitter, like a Breguet, but you need something that's understated for occasions when flashing a rose gold Breguet might not be the seen thing. So I think you need something that's a little bit more discreet as well. Something in steel or something in white gold that could pass for steel, that isn't going to upset somebody at a funeral.
Well, why would it upset somebody at a funeral? I don't understand.
I don't know. I just think sometimes wearing a clearly expensive watch sometimes can upset people.
Have you found that?
I've had friends that have that I've shown this website to,
yes,
and have made comments about not realizing I had a nice watch. That if I knew somebody had a £10,000 watch, I'd judge them. So people have said things not realizing that I am into it, not just building it.
We got a super chat. Mike Hawk, $2. Rusty, strip. We want to see your pixelated Mina. Oh my God.
$2 is nowhere near enough, is it? Let's be honest.
Tell me this, Rusty. I want to ask you this. Okay, so have they been judgmental once they found out your watch was £10,000?
No, because I didn't tell them. Because if somebody's like an anti-capitalist person or just disapproves of consumerism,
but Breguet is French. That's where uprisings came from. That's such a, the Breguet family has their name on the Eiffel Tower.
I didn't know that.
Yes, the Breguet family, they were so prominent, they actually got their name. The prominent families had their name on the Eiffel Tower. Breguet is there.
So I mean, I will make these arguments to them, but hey, I just think some people like that. I know that people in the watch world aren't like that because we understand what it's all about. But some people just think it's about flashing an expensive item. If I wanted to do that, I'd buy a Rolex.
What do you think of myself? I had to downsize due to financial reasons. What did you think? Getting rid of the Rolex. Do you think I made a mistake with that reshuffle?
I think the original Archie 5, as I remember it, was about perfection. When you got the Jaeger Ultra Reverso, you got the White Dial Explorer 2, you got you had the gold Rolex, didn't you? The at that point with the blue bezel.
Yeah, I had a few. I had a look. It's a bit. I've had quite a number of watches. The problem is, Rusty, I can't afford to keep everything. Okay,
it's the problem.
But watch it. Let's face it. I'll be honest with you. Basically, the money I got from, I can't afford to have a gold sub, the two-tone sub, and 3 fucking gold Breguets. I mean, people criticize Breguet. What are you doing? But they're still expensive. They're not dirt cheap. They're not like
the value for
thousands
money,
of fucking dollars still. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I think there's nothing wrong with downsizing.
Out of my 3 Breguets, which one's your favorite?
You're not necessarily going to appreciate what you have.
Mm.
And also part of the fun is trying to decide what to keep, right? It's like trying to weigh up this versus this. It's all part of the hobby.
Yeah, I do miss the Explorer and the sub, but I really did need the money. Okay.
I remember all those early Archie videos when you were working for that cleaning company, and all that kind of thing. So, but hey, the struggle is part of it.
Yes, the struggle is definitely part of it, isn't it?
If somebody just gave you an infinite number of watches tomorrow, you wouldn't appreciate them.
Exactly. It's all about the struggle,
Yeah.
Definitely
100%.
not. You definitely would not appreciate anything if you got given a whole stack of stuff for free.
But
But
the fact that you're just having to make a difficult decision between 3 gold Pateks means you're in a pretty privileged position to start with. Like, it's a nice problem to have, having to downsize your luxury watch collection.
Exactly.
Yes, that's true, isn't it?
Yeah, and esoteric is exactly correct. When you get too many watches too fast, you don't appreciate them. Definitely.
Yeah. What do you think the pillars, Bateman? If you're building a collection, you'd want some sort of GMT, some sort of diver, some sort of chronograph, some sort of dress watch.
That's correct. Although for me, I'm going to prioritize just like a casual watch instead of dress watches because I'm not really a suit and tie guy or like a tuxedo. I'm not really dressy, you know, I'm more casual. That's just me personally. We've all got different needs and wants.
Yes, different. You're not a tuxedo guy. I think we need to get you a tuxedo.
Just so
we
you
need
can
to-
justify buying a watch for it.
Did you know, Rusty, I've got a Breguet
right,
bow
Rusty.
tie now.
Breguet what, sorry?
A Breguet bow tie.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yes, and I've also got a Breguet box to hold my Breguet in, a Breguet travel pouch. Did you know?
Cool.
Did you manage to get one yourself?
No, I got the nice proper wood box though, which was nice.
Yeah. Did yours come with papers? I can't remember.
It did, yes, yeah.
Oh, yes, you got full set. Fuck.
Not that I would worry on a Breguet with it being faked. I mean, it would be a very narrow market to actually make a completely fake rose gold Type 21.
Yeah, why would they? You know what
Yeah.
I find the Breguet, I've been doing some cooking lately. I was staying at my dad's house for a while, and I find the Breguet Type 21 the most ideal chronograph for cooking. Let me explain, okay? When I put garlic bread or or roast vegetables in the oven, you use the rotating bezel.
Yeah.
Then when I'm cooking steak on the barbecue or lamb on the barbecue, you use the chronograph. And as soon as I flip it over, it's a flyback. I just reset and it starts the timer. Man, that is and the
That's
thing
amazing.
I like best about it is it's got the center seconds to actually see how many minutes have gone by. It's got the minute recorder as that. It's like a hillbilly double split. Hillbilly double split. You know what I'm saying?
The only problem, what the thing that I find useless is the 24-hour display. Because
It's kind of upside down how it does it.
Yeah, and you can't set it independently. So otherwise, it'd be a nice GMT function. But just, I mean, okay, I'd rather it was just an AM PM indicator. It's kind of pointless. But I'll forgive them.
Yeah, I must say, you've got the Breguet catalog and all that sort of shit, don't you?
Well, actually, it was the only boutique. It's the only boutique that would give me brochures. The Breguet.
Oh, you're joking.
They seemed desperate for customers. So I was like, hey, can I have some brochures? And they're like, yeah, here you go. I mean, I was buying a strap, so they were predisposed to be nice to me.
Oh, you bought a strap. How much did you pay for the strap?
So it was only £160 because it was the suede, not the leather.
Oh, you got a suede strap?
Yeah. They do like let me show you which one it goes with. So the 3817. Oh, is it 3817? I think it's 3817.
Yep.
You see, things don't work when you want them to, right?
No, that's
Oh, no,
Murphy's
there we go.
Law.
Okay, yeah, this strap here that goes on the version which has the big like numerals rather than little ones, but they don't do. But that in gold is very, very expensive. So there's this strap here. But it's inexpensive, but it goes with the watch, right? I've not got it in front of me, but next time I'll show you. But they're only £160.
Not bad, is it? That's the suede strap.
Yeah, the leather ones are over 300. There you go.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. That is beautiful. Oh, it's got the display back.
So that one, they do a gold version, but it is ridiculously expensive. I don't think they're sold very many. because I do like a display case back.
Do you find Breguet itself, like Breguet, it is actually expensive stuff. You know that, don't you? It is really. Their watches are expensive.
I like
some of them
that.
are crazy. Some of their really high horology pieces are absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
Which is cool. It
Do
adds flavour of the brand.
Yes. Do you see yourself adding another Breguet to your collection, or how do you feel on it?
I don't know. I mean, I would like something much more like the Traditional. I think that's really cool. Nice white dial, white gold case, something like that would be a neat dress watch. However, as our other panelist did say, if you don't really go to events wearing suits or tuxedos, it might not be used or that ideal.
You can wear it on the weekend, but in jeans and joggers, can't you?
I suppose. Hey, but then I wouldn't be wearing my rose gold Breguet.
This is a 42mm, yeah.
But it is.
Yep, that's the baby. That is the baby. I got to tell you, man, that is one of the
I like
coolest.
that. Yeah.
It's exactly the same size case as the gold 3810. That just on that one, the dial is that it's got the larger numerals that are actually they're painted on and they're luminescent.
Right. Yeah. Hey, we got a super chat.
Super chat, Jeff the pilot. Let's $2. Let's only talk about Rolex. I wanted to ask you something, Rusty. Have you owned a Rolex in your life?
No, I've never owned a Rolex. It's just never appealed. I like the Explorer 2 white dial. That's the only Rolex that does it for me. But hey, I'd have to pay more than retail, and I just can't bring myself to pay over retail. I don't even want to pay retail for anything. I want everything 50% off. Nice.
Rusty, do you like the NATO?
It is cool. Is it a good quality NATO? Or is it a £10 eBay special?
No, but I'm saying, do you like it on the colours? The colours.
I think visually it looks good. What I find with the NATO is that they don't have enough stability in them, and the watch head with it being gold flops around a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it just fits me nicely, but I must tell you, Rusty, I really do enjoy the NATO. It's a lot of fun. You know what I mean?
Definitely. So it's always good to mix up. I've also tried it on a orange ISO frame, which gives it a distinctive look, and a black one.
Would you sell your Breguet to get a Rolex?
Definitely not. No. I like the exclusivity of a Breguet, and Rolex isn't really that exclusive. I mean, I'll go to the gym and you'll see 2 or 3 people all wearing Rolexes.
What does your wife think of the Breguet?
She's not into watches at all. She has no idea what's going on with them.
Would you ever get her into watches?
No, she's got a Citizen, which was £150 solar, has never had a battery, and she's more than content.
That's all you need. I wouldn't wear a Rolex at the gym.
Fortunately. I'm not doing anything very severe though, so I'm not like I'm like flinging around or anything.
Yeah, no, it's just weird to wear a Rolex as a gym watch. You know, you'd want something.
Have you seen that at your gyms?
Yeah. There's a few people that wear Rolex. There's a few fakes as well. There's a few fake Cartiers that I've noticed.
Yeah.
Generally, with the younger lads, they tend to be much more likely to wear a fake. You know, some of the cases they're just way too big.
I really hate fake. I'd rather wear a Seiko than a fake.
Yeah, at least it would be authentic. But they're trying to impress girls, right? And if it impresses, the girls don't know the difference.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, that's the wonderful thing about these watches is they are unique. There, I must say, Rolex itself. Tell me this, Rusty. I want you to build. Okay, I want you to build a simple. Firstly, let's pick a number. How many is a collection? What do you need for a decent collection? 3 watches, Bateman? 5 watches? What do you think is a decent collection?
I think 6. I would go 6.
6?
Yeah.
6?
I think the more you have, the less you really have to answer the question as to what's important. Like if you can only have 3, then you have to really be like, this is definitely what's important. Whereas the more you have, the
You
more
can
you
only
start
have
putting
3.
in.
There we go, Rusty. Here we go.
Ooh.
It is a nice 3. So I'd go with the ones on the left and the right.
Let me ask you something, Rusty. Do you think I am nuts to have this as a 3? Is that
No.
nuts, or what do you think?
It's the whole point of life, right? To do things that make you happy. Who
Exactly.
cares whether people think you're nuts or not? I mean, a lot of
You
you
notice
channels
the
think you're nuts.
sizings there too. The sizings, the size. I'm just trying to get this to focus, but you can see the sizing, like thin.
I love the thickness on the enamel dial. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's very thin, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the thinnest one. See the thin coin edging. Do you like that coin edging there?
It's great.
Sweet. So
Yeah.
I think really you need a gold watch, you need a steel watch, and you need some sort of sports watch sitting in the middle.
If
So
you
maybe
could build,
3 to 4.
tell me that if you could build. See, if I would say this, if you really, from my history on watches, if I was to build a little collection, right? Like, okay, let's say I would say 5 pieces, Bateman. This is my 5 piece.
Okay.
I would want. I tell you what, that fucking reverso in the corner there looks gorgeous. The gold one. Fuck, look at that.
Yeah.
That's a reverso. I had that watch in steel. I reckon I would want. Actually, I'd probably go for the duo calendar at the other end. I like that. I reckon that's a
Yep.
fucking. I'd have that. A steel reverso calendar. I would go for a sub. I'd go for a sub date. Steel.
41,
just black.
40.
41.
Yeah.
I'd go
and
for a Pepsi, because a Pepsi, just go for one hype watch. I would go for a.
Well, I mean, the sub is a bit of a hype watch too, right? I guess.
Yeah, the sub. Not
Go
as
the
much. Not
Yeah,
because
no,
it's a
you're
black
right.
one. I wouldn't go for the Starbucks, right?
You're right. Yeah.
I'd go for a Speedy or a Zenith, open heart. A Zenith. Oh, sorry, not open heart. Zenith El Primero or a Speedy. I reckon you'd have that as a chronograph. One of those. You'd have a sub. You'd have a Pepsi. So we got a Reverso, a sub, a Pepsi, a Speedy or a Zenith, and finally, 5th piece. You know what? You want something in a precious metal. You want something to sort of just.
You realize you've just rebuilt the Archie 5 almost.
Yeah, yeah, no.
I mean, but you had the steel Type 20, right? Which
yeah,
was cool.
no, you're 100% right. The big thing is, I've got to look at this and say, what do I honestly, I tell you honestly, what I do miss in watches, what I do really, really miss. And I love the versatility of Rolex. You can just put on I think a two-tone bluesy is one of the most versatile watches. It's a dress watch, it's a formal, it's a sports watch, it's a dive watch. It's got it's a timer, so many things working for it. But I've got to tell you, I really do miss a Reverso. Are you a Reverso man, Bateman?
I've never owned one. I've never really thought of them, but I do like them. I do think they're very cool watches. So I wouldn't say no.
Like, would you sell something to get one, but?
No, probably not. I'd probably look to add it.
It's a really cool party trick to be able to flip over the case. Like, it's something that people rarely ever see.
Yeah, it is a very cool party trick. It is so cool.
More cool than a rotating bezel on a dive watch.
What do you think? What do you think of rules in a collection? Like, I don't know how I feel about this, okay? But let me explain rules, okay? 1 watch per brand, okay?
I quite like that.
Archie. You made a whole video about it many years ago.
Yeah.
Restriction breeds creativity,
Yeah, exactly, 100%. I mean, ultimately, you've got to buy what makes you happy, and if having some logic behind it makes you happy, then great. But I don't think you should be, one watch per brand. I don't think being tied to it makes sense, because sometimes that might not, work out.
Yeah. No, it's
it's like the O'Leary guy from Dragon's Den. Or what do they call it? They call it Shark Tank. Like, about him always having red straps. I'm like, but you can have a different coloured strap, right? It is okay.
yes.
Kevin O'Leary, that's it.
Kevin O'Leary.
How do you find him? I find him to be a bit of an asshole. How do you find him?
Yeah, I mean, he has that vibe, right?
He was on the Aventi payroll too, to my knowledge. Spooking
there's-
those watches.
There
And we
seems
got
to be a
Mike
lot
the
of
Snake.
stuff and there seems to be a lot of accusations and things
Hello.
flying around on the YouTube channels at the moment about that. Hey,
That's
Mike.
right. What's up, Mikey?
Hi, guys.
Hey, Mike, what's going on, man?
Oh, not much, Arch. Just jumping on, saying hi. I kind of have an idea, I guess it would be. No rules. It's like, because when I think about it, like, if I were to just, let's say somebody says, pick 8 watches that you want, that you would love and wear forever, and that would be it. Done.
But
Right.
see, the problem is you have no rules, you have anarchy. It becomes a mess.
Well, no,
Look at it.
no.
It's a mess.
what I
It's
would
see,
end
one
up
thing
having
I
is-
tell you some rules I really
Archie,
I
never
really
let
respect.
me finish a sentence. My God.
We've got it. We got what you said. No rules, Mike. That's terrible.
Well, but I was leading up to something. But whatever, man. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Tell us, Mike. Get us. You got us there. No rules.
Well, yeah, like I was starting to say, if somebody, let's say one rule, 8 watch minimum, 8 watch is your, fill your 8 watch box, right? Me personally, it would be all sports, divers, and maybe a GMT or two. But I also, it definitely wouldn't, mandatorily have every type of watch, like, chrono, diver, dress, blah, blah, blah. It wouldn't follow any rules like that. It would just follow the watches that have rung my bell in the past, and it wouldn't make any sense, in your way of thinking in terms of, okay, we got to have this and this and this in the collection because we got to have it complete, and it's got to be, you got to have a diver and a dress and a GMT, and so, like, my idea is just like get what turns you on, so
I gotta
like
tell
I
you,
would have a Monaco.
I think some rules. I tell you, for example, like what I do is I love looking at photos of collections, right? And I'm going to pull something up. I'm going to show you something, and I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say.
It's like a yin and yang, right?
Yeah, and I find some collections, right? Like I really love beauty. Okay? I love beauty. Okay? And what I find is there are certain, because I do a lot of collection reviews, there's certain collections that just pop, and there's other collections that just sink. And what I find is if you have a couple of rules there, sometimes it makes it so much better. You see what I mean? Like, let me just show you. I'm trying to get to this. I'm trying to explain some rules, and you can say, "Fuck, that's so beautiful, man." Let me just pull something up. I'm going to pull something up. And this is what I want you to understand, Mike. If you have rules, you get a. Let's have a look at this. Have a look at this. Okay. So this here. Okay, let's have a look at the rules. This is three golds. Yellow gold, rose gold, white gold. Mike, look at this, Mike.
Hmm.
Mike.
Yeah.
It's got everything.
3 golds. Yellow,
Yeah.
we got the Rolex. Rose gold, we got the Breguet. And as a white gold, we got the Patek. Look at that. 3 different watches, right? And the rules there, you think, fuck, they just work. Yellow, rose, white. Did you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what are the rules here? Where are the rules? I mean, those are 3 completely
But
unrelated
it's
watches.
just you look at that picture, it's the collection is greater than some of the parts. Does that make
Okay.
see what I'm saying? The
I can
collection
understand
is greater.
Some good synergy there between all 3 watches, you know.
Sure.
You look at it,
We
you
got a
think,
couple
fuck.
super chats.
But I mean, people have different tastes, and some people like me are never gonna own a dress watch because, the amount of times I run into dress situations is like 0. And,
Yeah, but that's your own negativity. You're limiting yourself, Mike.
well, no, it's not my negativity because I absolutely appreciate the
Just hang
beauty
on, we got a
of
super
dress
chat.
watches.
Thomas Burnett, £2. Rusty, why don't you have a military watch tab?
Hey, I might add one. It's a good idea. The question would be, though, what button do we remove to make way for the military tab button? Because there's all those brands on there, and I could swap one of those, right? But which
Steve,
one do
you
I
could have
swap?
more filters, right? So you could have field
Whatever you do,
watches,
don't get rid of Breguet.
Or-
Oh, well,
Right,
I'll never get rid of Breguet.
You can't get rid of brands for a category or for like a type, right?
We got another
Yeah.
super chat. Old timey, $2. Mike the Snake rules. So what I'm trying to say is, by having some rules, let me explain it to you. Like, you see a painting, someone does a painting, they've used 2 or 3 colors. It looks really restrained and beautiful. It's like when the first time someone gets a PostScript printer, they've got all these fonts, Mike. They use a different fucking font for every sentence. It looks like a jumbled fucking mess. If you mix all the colors together, you end up with shit. Do you see what I'm saying?
It needs to be coherent.
Whereas-
The collection should be coherent.
If you had restraint, you would actually, if you had restraint in it, you'd have something of beauty. Do you see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It'd be an object of beauty, Mike, instead of just a hodgepodge of color. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
Another thing, I show you. Okay, so that's. I just want to show you these. Let's have a look at a couple photos here. See, I think that's a beautiful chronograph, Speedy, Zenith, and a gold fuck off JLC. Boom, boom, boom. Wowzers! Look at that. Fuck, I missed that JLC.
It's
How
another
about this?
gold
Super
bargain.
rich. Super rich
Ooh.
industrialist. Look at this. We've got an MB&F meteorite dial Rolex. Somebody said talk Rolex. And we got, what's this? I think it's a buffoon. A de buffoon.
See, the Daytona feels out of place here compared to the other 2, I think.
Mhm.
Do you see what I'm saying? Look at that. Next. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Fuck. Fuck.
The 15500 AP, you got the Panda Daytona, and you got the Patek. That's a big AP, right? Those are huge.
Yep. Panda. We got the Royal Oak, and we've got the Patek annual calendar. What a beautiful. And you know that, look at this, Mike. What I'm trying to say is, what's the theme here? Well, I'll tell you, it's white metals, white and black accents. And just look how it all goes together. White and black, monochrome. Look at this. It fucking, look at the rules, the restraint. Do you
I love that Patek a lot
understand?
more than the Panda. Yeah.
Look at that as a 3-piece. Patek, Rolex, AP. Fuck me dead. You're on top of your game, man.
So Archie, so when you do these collection reviews, do you ever like think, hey, that collection's better than mine and I should swap for that collection?
Oh, I'm always, the thing is, it's always with, I look at a photograph and the photograph of the collection is just so powerful. Like I tell you, look at this photo here. I deliberately also, when I've sold pieces, I go back to my old photos and I go, fuck! Like here, I go, fuck! Why did I get rid of the bluesy? Look at that. That's fucking all I really needed. Breguet, bluesy, paddock. That is it. That's all I needed. I should have stayed at that.
Yeah, that is a cool collection.
Do
That
you see
would've
what
been
I
a good
mean,
place
Mike?
to Yeah, that would
You
have been
see
a
the
great place to
restraint?
stop right there.
So anyway, Archie, unfortunately, I've got to go because I need to go to bed. I'll be up tomorrow.
Rusty, it's an honor
pleasure.
having you on, man. We love you, okay?
Awesome. I'll talk to you soon,
Thanks for
Archie.
hopping on, man.
See you, Rusty.
Thank you. Bye.
Take it easy.
I got to be honest with you, Bateman. Looking at this three-piece here.
It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful three-piece. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. I would personally have something different for the chronograph slot, but I love the bluesy and I love the paddock.
Ooh, that hurt. Oh
No, see that strap on it as well. That's perfect. It's a lever, and you've got the curved end links. It's perfect for the watch. That's the original bracelet, isn't it?
Mikey, rescue me, Mike. Mike.
Yeah,
It's not that I don't like it. It's just too big for me.
I
I've got a
think that's
small
a
wrist.
beautiful three-piece.
Yeah.
That was my collection from years ago, pre-burglary. That was
That's beautiful. Yeah.
that was stuff I had there.
I guess, like,
Maserati.
the rules you get to make the rules up. That's one of the beauties of it all.
I didn't mean to offend you, Archie. Sorry. It's just too big for me,
No. Hey, no. You don't understand. I want to be offended. I
Okay.
want to be offended. No. What about this?
Oh, jeez. Man on the fucking... No, that's the first Amiga in space. You got the Hulk and the Vacheron.
Yeah, that's
Now
the Ed
there.
White. That's the Ed White.
That's
That's
a
the
power trio right there.
Wow.
Boom, boom.
Hulk, Vacheron overseas, Speedy, not just a Speedy, the Ed
Certain-
White.
or-
Boom,
or- yeah,
boom,
that's right.
boom. Man, that is...
Yeah, that trio there. Boom. I agree.
And that's Archie
100%.
again. There you go. Except now the JLC sold, right?
JLC sold, the Reverso sold. I gave the tutor to my son, and the two Rollies are gone.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a tough world, and this is a photo from before. Unfortunately, those two, the Milgauss and the sub, were stolen, but that was my 3 Rolexes I had at one stage.
That's beautiful. I love the Milgauss as well.
Ah, and it was so beautiful. It was a really minty one. It was fucking gorgeous.
I'd love to see one of those in person, That'd be
Oh,
a really cool
it
piece.
was-
Oh,
The people criticize the
beautiful.
polished center link. The center link is polished,
Oh, yep.
but
Because the rest of them are brushed there. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm holding
Yeah.
out till they make a red Milgauss. Then I'll get one.
They were really special, Mike. Mike, they were really special. You know
Oh
what
yeah,
I'm
no,
saying?
I looked seriously at a Milgauss for a while. I love their lightning bolt second hand, and I love the greenish crystal. This watch has a lot going on about it for sure.
So is it true of the Milgausses that there's a secondary case back beneath the first one for the Gauss protection? Am I hearing that correctly? Or
Yeah. Like a lot of watches had dust covers too. It's kind of similar to that.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, it was. So what I'm trying to say is sometimes the collection is greater. A good collection is greater than the sum of the parts. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I've got to tell you, I think that's the way. See, Mike says just go whatever you want, go whatever. But the other, I'll tell you
no,
another
I was
collection.
just offering up a different viewpoint. That's all, Archie. I wasn't saying do
Yeah,
this.
no, I get it. I get it. The other thing is too, what about I like a genre where you only collect divers or only GMTs, like as a rule. You got to have some limits.
Yep.
It's like when you're in high school and they say to you, "We want you to write an essay on blah 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 blah."
Mm.
And then they say to you, "You can write an essay on anything you want." If as soon as they say you can write an essay on anything you want, it actually becomes so much harder because you haven't got constraints to work within. Do you see what I'm saying? You
That's
don't
right.
have.
Yeah, you can set
But see-
parameters for yourself and work within them.
Yes, but see, also with these essays is that you're submitting them to get marked, you know, as if you're, and I guess the equivalent here would be seeking an approval. But I don't really care, you know. I think at the end of the day, you got to buy what you like.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I was trying to get at, where it's like
Yes, you have.
there really are no rules. You know, we make up the rules as we go, and you know we can put them together in any combination that we want. But you know, but I agree with Archie. You know, like
Yes.
having a diver only 3 or 4 piece collection. You know, I'm all for it. You know, you're sticking to divers and you're collecting. That's cool. And then, like, you're of the feeling that, you know, a collection should have one of these and one of this and one of this and one of this to be a complete collection. Whereas, you know, 2 of the 4, like, couldn't be part of my collection because they're just not my style, you know. And so the rules for everybody are different. Maybe is another way to say it. If you're gonna make rules, the bottom line is buy what you love. You know, isn't that the
Exactly.
ultimate bottom line?
Exactly, and you've got to really stick to your limits, you know. Like for me, my wrist is far too small for a Panerai or something.
Yeah.
It's just a different way of looking at things, Arch. So I guess trying to play devil's advocate a little bit, maybe.
I just think sometimes, like when I see what makes me really pop is when I see a really good collection, and it's greater than the sum of the parts. Okay, that's really what gets me. I think, oh fuck, it's so amazing. Like I get mesmerized by the photo. Does that make sense? Like I just really I just find myself looking at the photo, calling it up, and I find that really inspiring. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, like
And
nothing looks out of place.
yeah, like it's just perfect. Like it's just the yin and the yang. It's all balanced, and you think, "Fuck, that's exactly what I want to do." You know, you've been very hedonistic in your life, Mike.
I don't know about that. There have been periods.
See, some people would say if you have some rules, it'll make it more fulfilling. You see what I'm saying?
I think people might like feel exactly the opposite of that. You know, no rules would just be following your heart completely wherever you go all the time. No rules.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the way I'd want to do my life, but do you? What do you think?
Well, no, I'm just saying that's how I would like interpret no rules at all. So I agree with you. You know, rules there's always have to be some basic rules set in just everything. You know, just because uh, the world can't operate without rules, without some form of order. You know, so
Yeah.
I'm not
I
like
tell you something, sometimes there's rules, Mikey, and then again, let me show you this on the screen. Sometimes you just say, fuck it. Fuck it. That's one and
Ooh.
done. Look at
Oh,
that.
that
You
is
got Breguet
gorgeous.
numerals. It's rose gold. I mean, is that fucking amazing or what, Mikey?
Yes. What
It's
brand
a
is
great
it?
case. It's
Oh,
Patek.
Patek. Yes, it's gorgeous, but it probably would uh like be part of my collection. Spending this kind of money, uh, my money be spent on something else only because
What do
it's a
you think of
basically
that?
it's
What do you
only
think
because
of that,
it's a
Mikey? If
dress
this could
watch.
be your one and done, this could be it, Mikey. You could be happy in your life.
I could live with this as my one and done, but honestly, my sub is my one and done, and no plans to buy anything more in the future. Not for a while. Um, but yeah, this could be somebody's one and done. I happen to be more of a sports watch, dive watch kind of guy, so that's therein lies the problem. You know, different people have different tastes.
Can I
I,
ask you, do
I,
you
I,
miss
Exactly.
your
I
Porsche now that it's gone?
do I what?
Do you miss the 911?
Of course. You know,
Do you
look,
grieve for it?
no, no. I realized after I got it home, I was in over my head financially with it, and I did what work it needed to get it running flawlessly and perfectly, and then I sold it at that point before I crashed it or broke it, and
We
ended up
tried to
ended
help
up
you,
with
Mikey.
nothing.
We tried to tell you this, Mikey.
Oh, I know, Arch. You know, you told me, and I agree. I was wrong in getting it. You know, but listen. Uh, I'm not. He who hasn't taken the advice of friends, uh, throw the first stone. Okay, like because lots of people have given you advice that you've not taken either. That's so uh yeah, I own it, you know. I bought it, and it turned out to not
Bateman,
be.
could this be it for you, this paddock? Is that enough for you?
It's too formal for me. I do like it, but I'm not a. I'm
Yeah,
more of a black shirt, black tee and just jeans kind of guy, casual. So
yeah.
for me, the Explorer is perfect.
I think
The
a
Explorer
solid
is
gold
perfect, but what about this paddock? It's everything we want in life, Mikey.
Oh, I know Paddock is
It's beautiful, but it's not me.
so crazy, up there in every sense of the horological word, but it's just not my style. Like, I'd rather have a solid gold 50 fathoms, or a solid gold sports watch, than a solid gold dress watch. And then that doesn't have anything to do with it being Patek or its cost or its price or anything. It's just the fact that it's that the style. Um, Now, if I had unlimited money, and I could just buy 100 watches, of course there'd probably be quite a few dress watches that I find extra extraordinary, and I would snap them up. But right now, and I think like most people, when they get their money together to buy a watch, they buy kind of uh, what they want at that time.
That's right. Hey, we got a super chat from Tiger Tail.
We got a Tiger Tail super chat. This is no ordinary super chat, my friends. This is a Tiger Tail. Will women be interested in me if I wear a beige Oyster Perpetual and match it with my beige Corolla? Is there such a thing? Too much. But do you like beige? Is beige?
It depends. If he's American and you left-hand drive, then yes, you'll look cool because you can leave your arm hanging out the side window, out of the side arm on the side on the open window and flash your matching watch, right? But if you're right-handed wearing your watch on your left hand and you're on Australia, you won't be able to do that. Or you'd look kind of funny sticking your arm out the other side of the car. Just
That's
What do
right.
you think, Mike? Would you do it?
would I do what?
Get a beige Corolla? Maybe that's the car you need, Mike.
Oh, I have a great little equivalent to a beige Corolla. I have a Nissan Cube, man.
Man, listen, I hate those CVT, man.
You know what? I've done mine has one, so I believe me. I've done a lot of research, and bottom line is the if you change the oil in them very often, they'll last near.
You know who invented CVT? It was Subaru, I think.
Well, chainsaw or snowmobiles use CVTs. They always have. It's just a CVT is basically just two centrifugal clutches, one on each end, and one opens up and one squeezes in, and so it allows you the driving clutch starts out as squished in or opened up, and so the belt falls in deeper, and so you start out in essence in first gear, right? And the other one is smashed together, and so it makes a big gear on the other side, so you got first gear. And then as you take off, both clutches work in unison, and it goes to the opposite when you're at top speed. The driving clutch will be smashed together all the way and be huge, and your other clutch will be small. So you have one big long gear. It's a linear kind of deal.
I got to tell you something. CVT sucks, Mike. It's shit. Nobody likes CVT transmissions.
Well, unfortunately, I think all Nissan cars,
EVs have gone that way.
All Nissans have constant velocity transmissions, CVTs. I think all Nissan now is CVT. Yep, and they're in everything now. If it's like Econo, and even like you say, some SUVs as well.
Just on the topic of paddocks, because this one is a bit too formal and professional for my liking. If I could just quickly pull up one that's more applicable for like a daily wear.
Please do that.
I got the 56.
Oh, Aquanaut!
They're incredibly expensive, 38 millimeters. Something like this would be more appropriate for me, shirt and jeans.
Myself as well.
Yeah. Because I'm not in a suit every day, so yeah, this is perfect. The one thing I don't like about these is I believe you've got to cut the strap right, so you've got to get the right size. Yeah.
You got to get it right the first time.
So if you decide to, pack on some weight, you're going to have to maybe get a new strap or something, and because you can't size it back up, you can only size it down.
Love the double depliant clasp.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
I'm a sucker for double depliants, I swear. I mean, there's depliant, and then there's double deployment, and I just love it because sometimes it renders, like when it snaps shut, it makes the bracelet just seamless all the way around. Like you can't tell where the crack is, for opening. And then other
That's right.
times
Yeah.
people will take that advantage to put something there, on either side, so to indicate probably where to pop it off, but also just as a design thing. I think like the Overseas has Maltese cross um, on that,
This is
Hun-
just so
hun-
expensive,
It is. It is. I want to
beautiful
show you
watch, though.
something, guys. I want to bring something up. I'm just going to bring that's a beautiful watch. There could that
Go for it.
be one and done? Is that a watch that you could just that's it?
I think I could. Yeah. I mean, it's what's the size again? It's 38 millimeters. Absolutely, I think I could.
I'm going to bring something up for you guys here today. I want to show you something. I've fallen in love with an object, okay?
Ooh, just quickly, we've got a super chat from Black Cat.
Oh, Black Cat. Let's get the super chat up on the screen. Black Cat, $5. Mike, I just got a Chris Reeve Sibenza pocket knife, Magna Cut, the Submariner of knives. What is the most iconic pocket knife in your opinion?
Well, I worked at a company called Begg Knives, and they were world famous. Todd Begg is a world famous knife maker, and he started a company near me, and I ended up. I was friends with his brother, so I got a job there, and
Do you still
was
work
what
there,
was-
Mike?
what was the question again? I'm sorry, I forgot.
What is the most iconic pocket knife in your opinion?
Oh, okay. So when they opened up this company, they came out with a knife called the Bodega, and it was a pocket knife, a flipper. So you use your forefinger, and you could flick the knife open, kind of like this. Okay, so you could go, and you're using your forefinger right here. You just flick it open. It's called a flipper. But yeah, when that bodega hit the watch world, it was like dropping an atomic bomb. I mean, the whole watch world went ape shit over the bodega. So I think contemporarily, I would say maybe possibly the bodega. But other than that, I don't know. I worked there, and I really hoped to gain the art of knife making, but what I ended up being was just a machinist, and so I was the short order cook. I just made whatever needed to be made that day, and I didn't get shown the true art form, from Todd, which is kind of something I wanted out of the deal, but. You don't
you
always get what you want. You don't always get what you want, right, Archie?
That's right. We got a
Did
couple
you
more
complain
super
to them and
chats.
say, "Hey guys, this is not what I want"?
Did I say that to them
Yeah.
about uh, uh, what? About what?
About not getting the training that you thought you were going to get.
Oh, your audio just cut out.
By not getting the training you thought you were going to get.
Oh, well, as I worked, I learned, and I took on new processes in the beginning to end making of the knife, which is cool. But I did bring it up in terms of like, okay, I've been doing this for 6 months or not 6 months, but I want to learn everything there is to know about like the art of grinding, taking a a chunk of steel and grinding it into the shape, cutting the blade shape out and then grinding the blades. Like there's total art form to grinding, you know, and that grind is done by hand, and it's amazing, you know. And you can one little slip up, and that was the story of everything at that workplace. One little slip up, and you just fucked it all up, and there's no fixing it, you know. But that happened pretty rarely because everybody there was really good at what they did, you know. So it was a great place to work. I loved it there.
There you go. We got
There you
another
go,
super
Mike.
chat from John C.
We've got I wanted to show you something here.
Oh, go
I've
for it.
fallen in love with these things. I want to know what you think of this, okay? It's a clock. It's not actually a watch. It's a clock, okay?
Ooh.
Tell me what you think of this.
Oh, I love that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's cute.
Super easy to read.
Oh, we got a few super chats. Hang on. Sorry,
We got a
guys.
few.
Let me just catch up here. Let me just catch up. Okay, so we got a super chat from John C. $2. Mike the Snake Play. Fike Mary Kill. Patina Coda 930.
Jeez.
Okay.
You know how that game? I don't exactly know how that game works.
Yeah,
Fuck
I don't
Mary
have
Kill.
any. I don't have any reply to that.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah. MX5 NC. That's my favorite model of MX5, by the way. Arch, what do you think of the new Honda Prelude? I love the Honda Prelude.
I think this is the right one.
What the fuck have they done?
It's very, yeah, I'm not sure.
What's
Do a
your
quick walk
views
around.
on it?
I think it looks, I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm really not sure.
Are you a Honda Prelude man?
26.
I prefer like a rear-wheel drive car, but that's just me. Let's have a look at the exterior, more importantly. It looks alright. It's a nice-looking car.
I mean, you know what? For me, like for just to get in it and drive around every day, just utility car, it can be front-wheel drive and have 4 doors and look like a baby shoe. I don't care. Like I drive a Nissan Cube, okay? But then, you know, I'm, you know, total motorhead, so I also follow cars, you know, passionately in another avenue, you know? So,
Yeah. The front kind of reminds me of the CRVs. I'm not sure what the prices are on these, but I think for me personally, I'd rather go for like a BMW or the new Nissan Z, something like that.
For the same kind of money, I agree. Front wheel drive, no.
Is it what is Honda? You know, in Australia, they fucked up Honda. Honda used to be a great brand, okay? And what they did is they've gone for fixed price cars now. They so they got a fixed price. There's no haggling. And I think that's killed it for them, okay?
In America, we had a company called Saturn that did that.
Yeah, that was a GM product. They were GM, weren't they?
It was like I think it was, I'm not sure. No, they were made in America. I remember that. That was one of the things about them, is that they were made in America. But they probably, a lot of the parts were sourced, you know, like maybe the engine from Korea, you know, China or something like that. But
well, Saturn was supposed to be better quality too, weren't they?
Saturn?
Yes.
Well, they came out, you know, touting they were. I drove one for 11 years, and you know, it had had batteries go bad every 5 years. You know, like your battery does. So
Well, that's
I
not bad, is it? That's not terrible, is it?
not really. And other than that, I had a water pump go out, and it started leaking, and so I had to get a new water pump on it at like 100, I don't know, 50,000 miles. So it was a good car.
That's a great car, Mike. That's not a good car. That's a fucking great car.
Well,
now, I want to show you this here. This clock, right? This is a company that makes them. This is the same company. They also make them for Tiffany & Co. Except when it's branded Tiffany & Co., it's even far more ridiculous. It's called the Le Epi Time Fast DC8 clock and race car. Look at that. That is fucking just absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay.
No, it's great. I think it's something that both watch enthusiasts and petrol heads can enjoy. I would love one of those. That looks great.
Yeah, there's a problem.
It reminds me of a little bit. This reminds me a little bit of the Speed Racer. What was it?
Oh,
yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
I get the vibe, Mike.
It's got the genetics and it's got the same stripes and a paint scheme.
Speed Racer.
Yeah. What do you call his car?
What's the problem with it, Archie?
The price. These are. So let's have a look at it. Okay, so they've got a couple of colors. Which one? I'd like the blue. What would you go for?
I agree with you there. I like the blue as well. I'd like to see them do more models, but out of that range, I'm picking the blue.
So have a look
that's
at.
Great.
So that's the. Yeah, it's fucking beautiful.
That's cool.
It's just I just think it's so.
There's so much detail there. It looks awesome.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh no, I imagine this cannot be cheap.
This is MBNF on acid,
Look, it's just so fucking gorgeous, aren't they? Look at them. They're all fucking beautiful, right?
Go on, rip the Band-Aid off. What's the price?
Okay, so the Fast 8 is set by rotating. So you set it. Listen to this. Over the years, I've covered many interesting clocks from Le Epi, but this is one I would very much aspire to own. Powered by an 8-day hand-wound movement. So it's not a quartz.
Oh, interesting.
The Time Fast 8 is set by rotating the steering wheel and wound. Okay, so you set it by the steering wheel sets the time and wound by pulling the car backwards like a wind-up toy. Vroom, vroom. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's cool.
So the chassis. That's how you wound it? You wound it by backing it up? That's so cool.
That's awesome, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'll let you finish.
So the chassis is a mixture of nickel and palladium plated brass along with stainless steel, and body panels are made from aluminium and painted with the correct paint to match the variety of national racing liveries. Okay, so different countries. Okay, there are a total of 6: gray, red, blue, green, white with blue stripes, blue with white stripes, and each one has a production run of 100 units. I have no idea how one could choose from the lot. Now, he goes on. Now, with a shape that pulls from streamlined and futuristic forms of past post-war race cars from Ferrari, Talbot, Lego, Maserati, the Fast Time 8 has a crest front. So just basically it's generic. Fucking gorgeous. Unfortunately, this is where it becomes a problem. $30,000 US.
Oh, I was expecting way more than that.
Yeah. We're going to have a super chat from Little Dave.
Yeah, I thought this would be in the hundreds of thousands.
What do you think there, Mikey?
I think I mean, now that
It's
the
not
price is
cheap.
10 times less than I thought it was, I like it even more.
With that money, I'm heading straight to Chrono 24. You know.
See, that's the sad thing about it, is that it is so expensive.
Yeah.
That's the unfortunate thing with it, is that it is dear. Because I actually, there was one for sale in Brisbane. Okay. And I mean, I would have. Oh, maybe I'm an idiot. Can I say that to you?
In what sense? Did
I
you
would have
not?
said 5 to 10,000 would be good price.
No, I wouldn't agree. That's idiotic. You know, I guess there is a lot of detail and stuff gone into it, but realistically, do we really want to pay like 30K for a car clock? You know, we definitely don't need it.
This absolutely falls into the you don't need it category. 110%. But you know, for people who like this kind of stuff, and you know, people into watches. I mean, there's watches that people spend 300,000-400,000 on, you know, that look like a Timex, or
Yeah.
30,000 for a Timex, like just a basic Calatrava. You know, it's about as
Ooh.
basic looking as it gets, and that's the same 30, isn't it? This $30,000 for this car.
Yes, you could probably buy a decent car for that money, don't you? And that's not cheap.
Exactly.
Oh, you
That's
bet you could.
30.
Yeah, 30 grand to buy a nice used car.
Super chat from Little Dave.
It's we got a super chat from Little Dave there. Mike the Snake, Little Dave, $2. Mike the Snake, I need a good knife to cut out a hemorrhoid.
I've got a couple of videos posted regarding that. You'll have to look them up and find out what knife I was using. I believe it was one of those super duper Ginsu knives they sell at the fair every year. You know, that slices through everything, just choo choo choo. You know, just saw it, a file in half with it, and then, you know, fly through tomatoes and apples like they were nothing. You know, that's what I'd use.
There you go.
By the way,
Super
guys,
chat from
I'm just
MC85.
I'm just deciding what watch I want to wear for a little bit. You know what I've decided to do?
What's that?
I've actually, as we've been talking there, I've actually taken the strap. I had a leather strap on my Zenith. I've taken it off, and I've put my Zenith back onto rubber. Rubber, Mike. What do you think of that?
There you go.
Rubber, Mike. It's rubber.
It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
That's one of my favorite.
Super chat from MC85.
I'm sorry, Archie. I was typing and I missed. I heard rubber, and then the watch disappeared.
I've taken my leather strap off this, and I've put it back into rubber.
Okay. You sure love that watch. You have a lot of fun with that watch, Arch.
I do. That's the very true point there, Mikey. We got another super chat. MT85, $2. How much is this shitter? $30,000. Now, don't forget too. That was 30,000. That was a while ago. There we go. That was 2019, pre-COVID.
Wow.
So it would probably be about, I was quoted about $60,000 Australian.
Jesus. Yeah, no chance.
And I just show you something. I actually saw one, because they just fucking, I love funky shit. You know what I mean? I really do love funky sort of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, if something is so cool, I want to have it, but unfortunately, that price really
It's a
isn't
no-brainer.
so. It's not really that attainable, is it? You know what I mean?
That's right. He's left a comment here for us.
You know what I mean? It's not really that attainable.
Wouldn't you rather wouldn't you rather have a fucking
Um,
Pepsi and a sub? Who buys this shit? Yeah, I tend to agree. You know, I think that's incredibly expensive for what it is.
Oh.
It's cool, but yeah.
Am I correct in that the car is actually essentially a watch, and the movement is made within the mechanics of the car, and
That's
so
correct.
this is like, you know, and rolling it backwards winds it, and what is rolling it for? It rolls forward probably freely, and is that a clock above the round, or is the clock display just the round black thing on where the number plate would be in
yeah,
the center?
that's the clock there. Like that's the round. That's how the time is told.
Okay, so
And then
That's it.
sorry,
That's
the
it.
seat. You got the balance wheel and all that stuff, right?
the square above it to the left, I can't make it out. Is that anything, or is that just part of the? Is that a clock?
You took
No, well, it rotates. It rotates in that thing. That's what it does. It goes
Oh,
around.
no,
Look,
I
you can see
understand that. I'm talking about the silver square thing to the left
I think
of
that's the
that.
balance. That's the balance wheel.
you're talking about
Okay.
in the driver's
Well,
seat, Mike.
I would just say that with as crazy as of a design as this is, again, I'm surprised that it's as low as 30.
Yeah.
30 is a lot of money, Mike. I'm sorry.
Who's it made
It's a lot
by?
of money.
Who makes it?
They actually, these are actually, it's a French company called LFE, but if you look at the Tiffany, I'll just go to the Tiffany website, Tiffany and Co. They sell them. They sell them at Tiffany and Co. Tiffany and Co. Let's see if they got those fuckers for sale. They're for rich people. Really, really home accessory, home clock. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's they're amazing sort of shit, Mikey. We're gonna search for fucking, here we go, clock. Cool, they got it. Look at this. Here we go, Mikey. This is the Tiffany version. What do you think of? Fuck me dead. $78,000.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Sorry,
That's
I just
ridiculous.
had a moment.
They have another
there.
one too. What is is that a Ford Fairlane?
Now let's just
The
have a look.
other-
Is that the same model? Yes, is that the same model?
Looks like it. Yeah.
It is, yeah. Different.
Yeah. It is.
Holy shit. $78,000. I mean, is that a lot of? That's Aussie, okay?
$48,000
shit, man?
for a paint job.
This is fucking
and,
ridiculous.
literally the paint job on a 12-inch long car.
I mean, it is beautiful. Don't you think it's beautiful, or what do you think? No?
I love it.
I like the other ones better, a bit more simple, you know.
What's different about this one that makes it more complicated?
No, see, just the color. To me, just
okay.
the color. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
look.
Tiffany doesn't do it. I like it, but
Yeah, it doesn't do anything for me either. But if you were that, like, this is like a super rich person gift, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
It is, absolutely.
this is for people who, this is nothing to them.
They got more
this
money
is
than
like,
sense.
This is like, oh, I think he'd love this. This would be cute for him. My husband, he loves watches. So she just, they're uber rich. They just.
So there we go to
Impulse
answer
buys.
MT85. How much is this fucking? There's a Tiffany version is $78,500.
There's another thing. I don't know if you saw it. I'm just going to pull it up quickly. This is
There's
another.
also a taxi version. Did you know that they got a taxi version of this?
Yes,
you
I got
know
another
that?
one for you.
So they've got this is the taxi. Same. I
This is
think it's the same company who
Have a look
makes
at this
this.
one, Archie.
Holy fuck! The aeroplane. How much is that?
It's 45,000.
Is that US? Is it?
I
Yes.
think it is because the previous one said AU next to it, right? For some reason, this is pulled up in US. Anyway, yeah, you got
Holy
it.
fuck! I love it. What do you
Wow.
think about it?
It's cool.
I like the
I'll admit
cars
that. It's
better.
very cool. Yeah,
You
yeah.
like the car better? What do you prefer, the plane or the car?
I like the
I suppose
cars
it
better.
depends. If you've got an aviation theme, like if you're a pilot or if you got your own plane, this is sort of cool, isn't it?
Oh, see, it's got a stand as well. That's very cool.
Yeah, and the fact that it's not covered, I mean, it throws a shadow below, which is extra cool.
It'd get
I'm gonna-
dusty, wouldn't it?
It would. I'm going to guess that you wind it by spinning the propeller.
I hope so.
There you go.
It's cool as fuck, isn't it?
It's very cool. It's all exposed. Yeah, you'd hope it doesn't get dusty. There you go.
Do they also have the taxi one? The taxi? Do you see that?
Hang on. There you go. There's two different ones. Aluminum. Like they're the same thing, I think.
Do you like the taxi? I love the taxi, don't you? New York taxi.
That's quite cool, isn't it? No, that's all right. And see this little indicator, I guess here would be how you read the time.
Yeah, it's very
Oh.
cool.
Just past 3 o'clock, 3:15. There you go.
It looks like a Ford Fairlane.
Yeah. Oh, and so the cylinders, those are the that's the time. There you go. Right. That's cool. It's very cool.
It's beautifully done.
It's awesome. Yeah. But this is still in the category of useless stuff for me.
So this is still the category of what?
Useless stuff, I think it's cool, but I wouldn't buy it. I think it's very cool.
I can't afford it.
No, neither. See, this is 55,000 US dollars. For the price of that, I could get this. And have some money to spend.
Or, like, even if you can't afford it, I wouldn't be buying that.
Absolutely.
I'd be buying.
I think the type of
something else.
person who buys that has kind of got a bit more money than just $55,000.
Oh, 100%. Unless they're making some very terrible life choices.
It is beautiful, but I think what I'm trying to say is you've got to appreciate the workmanship of it. It is so
Exactly.
beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? So beautiful.
And what could we do for one and done watches? Have a one watch collection. What could you do?
Oh man, I gotta tell you, I would have to say to you, one and done. I gotta be honest with you. That's why I'm saying that paddock could just be it. That's all you need. A paddock, like my world time. Maybe that's enough. That's it. That's it. That's enough. What do you think?
That's the one right there.
That's it. Nope. Enough. What more do you need? That's it. Enough. What more do you want?
That's beautiful. I love that. And with some of them, you can go into the boutique, right, with the world time specifically, and you can have Sydney swapped out with Brisbane, can't you? Or we can have your hometown swapped.
It's not quite that easy. Paddock doesn't do that now. You got to be someone important,
right?
You know what I mean? They don't retro do it,
right? They should. You're the pontiff, you know?
I buy second hand. Second hand.
Yeah.
I'm not in that league. He's out of my league, man.
Yeah.
I got to be honest with you. I think I'd like to add a reverso to the collection. You know how I've got my slots? I got seven watches. So I've decided. Let me tell you this, okay, Bateman?
Yeah.
8 is enough. Okay, 8 watches is enough. I'd like to look at that fucking that calendar. They're popular. That's fucking beautiful. The duo face calendar. That is such a beautiful
duo face calendar.
Yeah, look at that. That is so gorgeous, man.
Aren't they wonderful?
The 18,000 isn't so gorgeous, but that's for a steel watch. That's steel. What do you think, Mike? Do you love this or what?
I've always loved the reverso.
It's very cool. How big is this? Almost 30 millimeters and 50 millimeters. That'll wear quite nicely, I think, wouldn't it?
Yep.
That'll be great. Let's have a look. Other side. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? So if you get bored of one face, you can swap it to the other. That's wonderful. I like that.
I've always loved the dual face.
I don't know if I could pull that off. I feel like you would need a suit for that. It wouldn't work in the shirt and jeans combo.
Even though it's touted as the world's first sports watch, or one of
polo, yeah.
The one side was metal,
So you could go one and done with this, Archie? You reckon?
Well,
to be honest, I think you're holding your one and done right now.
The paddock.
I do.
That's
no.
fun.
Honestly, I think that hillbilly shotgun Zenith is going to be the watch you hang on to, and that's your one and done, Arch.
I love that watch, Mike.
You do.
Looks great on the rubber strap too. I like that.
Yeah, I really do love that. That is such a cool watch. I mean, look. It's Can I have a coffee when you get a chance, darling? Just hang on one second.
Here we go. I'll quickly pull up the Zenith, the open heart. It's a wonderful piece.
Beautiful watch. That is such a beautiful watch.
It's wonderful. I like it.
I think that's that dial is just perfection. Okay, I
There's a lot
know
of
people.
detail, you know. Yeah, and you got the star in the second hand. You got all sorts going
Yeah,
on.
and
It's
I
great.
find this to be really useful because your second timer is in the red. It stands out.
Yeah,
On the Speedmaster, it doesn't stand out as much.
it's not as legible. No.
But I gotta tell you, Mikey, I do love the watches. I love them. I love them. I love them to death. But sometimes, you just there's always things that are better, and people have better collections, and this and that, and
Oh, yeah, grass is always greener on the other side.
you betcha, Mikey. Do you love that, like a Speedy? What do you think of that? Is that
I
that's
love
a
that.
fucking dream watch to a lot of people? The
It
problem
is.
is once
It's
you've
my
got
dream
it, you're not happy. You're
watch.
not happy. What is wrong with this? It's called the hedonic treadmill. We're never
That's it.
happy with. We always want more.
That's exactly it. You know.
Would you swap your Explorer for this?
Well, I've been criticized in the past for swapping Rolex for Omega, but I think for this Sapphire Sandwich Moonwatch, I would gladly do it. You know, I think this is probably one of my dream watches. So
Oh, but
for me, it absolutely is a dream watch. I love this piece.
what is the your Explorer? What are they selling for in New Zealand, if you don't mind me asking?
Let's have a quick look. I did see one recently for 11.5, I think it was, and that was full set. So
Yours is
that's
full set.
No, mine's naked.
That doesn't matter, does it? Does that matter?
Well,
You wear
I
it,
think
don't you?
Yeah. I've beaten it up a little bit, so it is mine.
Not intentionally beating it up, you mean?
No, not intentionally. Not intentionally. Let's have a quick look.
Mikey, do you miss your Speedy? You had a Speedy for a long time.
I loved it. Oh, I've had 3 Speedies. Loved them. Loved all 3 of them. I gave my last one to my younger brother, but it was pretty much my daily before that.
See,
Does
here's
he
one
wear it
here.
now? Does
What's
he
that?
wear it, Mikey?
Oh yeah.
I was
No,
saying yesterday on. Sorry, Mikey, you go.
I was just gonna say he became a convert. So yeah, he
My
loves it.
apologies.
It's nice of you to give it to your brother, Mike.
Well, it's the least I could do.
No, that is nice.
Very nice, Mike. I love it, Mike. You're a good man.
Well, for what they do and have done for me, it's the least I could do.
Tell me this. Oh, what's that? Chanel. What's with the
I don't know what's
aftershave?
going on with this photo.
What the
but,
fuck? Hey,
one-
what's he doing there?
He's got a Mark II. This is a 2019, and he's asking 11.8 for it. This is New Zealand dollars.
He thinks he's hot shit, doesn't he?
He does think he's hot shit. Most definitely.
He's up himself, isn't he? Hey.
Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit.
Yeah, that's what pisses me off with Rolex. Do you understand?
Exactly.
It's Tell me this. I've got a Speedy myself, right? I don't think I could swap it for I don't think I would swap a Rolex for an Omega. I mean, it'd be nice to have the two, don't you think, there, Bateman?
Absolutely. I would love to have this and a Speedy, 100%.
Would you have to go for the Sapphire? What's wrong with the Halcylite? Tell me that.
I'm a little bit picky, right? And I feel like I've got peace of mind.
No.
with the
You got every right to be picky. I'm just curious because what I
See,
like about the Hauserlite is it's
it's
the
purist.
original.
Yes,
You
I
know
agree
what
with
I
you.
mean?
It's purist, and I love it.
Yeah.
But realistically, right? Like the current moon watches, they're not like how they used to make them. So you may as well go with the Sapphire, in my opinion, and you get a beautiful case back. You know, you get everything. So
Yeah, that's great. Those are great points.
Yeah, no, I get you. It's just I just find it
I mean,
so.
this is just wonderful. If the sticker was off it, you know, I would love to wear it. I'll take photos, just everything. I'd love this. We got a super chat here from MC85.
MT85, $5. Arch, you will Arch, you will ever be happy with the collection, or will you constantly swap? That's actually a really good thing. You know, sometimes I'm not happy with my collection until I've got rid of stuff. Then I go, fuck, why did I do that? Why wasn't I happy? Does that make sense or not?
It makes sense. Yeah.
Just out of interest there's the Speedy for you to show you there. Speedy Love.
Ooh, Speedy Love. Yes, I do love that. That's a cool thing.
Remember that song,
That one.
Radar Love?
And the only thing is they've improved the bracelet doesn't have the adjustments on it, but I don't care. I like the tapering on this here. When I first came out, I didn't like it, but I've actually grown to really love this. I do love the rivet, the bracelet, how the bracelet is done. It's so.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It is such a that was yeah. That's I'd never.
I tell you what, Archie. I
Yes.
hope I can join you someday and we can have Speedies together.
Yeah, Speedy Sunday, hey?
That's
Is
the
that
one.
a 3861 or 1861?
That's a 3861, Mike. And you
Okay,
can tell because they got that newer bracelet. The bracelet is
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the skinny
that's-
bracelet.
Yeah, because it tapers down too, Mike.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Which some
Beautiful.
I it's not mandatory, but like I'm a bracelet guy, and I definitely love tapered bracelets. I think they look the best.
It is Rolex. Do you have to have Rolex in a collection?
No, I don't think so. But obviously, the
I'll be
majority
back
of us
in 1
want it.
minute. Give me 1 minute, guys. 1 minute.
No worries. No
I
worries.
think if you had an equivalent watch model that trumped the Rolex equivalent, you could have a Rolex free collection. Like
You could.
if you had a 50 fathoms instead of a sub, right? And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
could
yeah,
probably,
for
you
sure.
could probably cherry pick out of the bunch and find an equivalent but better model than the Rolex.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
I'm just going to share something quickly that Forbin's put in the chat. So we're going to quickly pull this up here. Let's have a look at this vintage. Ooh. Nice blue Dahlia King. This is the,
Wow.
the 14010. That's wonderful.
I
That's a
love
cool
the
piece.
bezel.
Like that, yeah. Kind of reminds me of the Turnograph, except it's not really of a Turnograph. It's wonderful. I think this would be like a 34, maybe a 36. That's cool. Very cool.
Love it. I really like the pre-ceramic subs and sea dwellers,
Absolutely.
especially the sea dwellers, just because they fit my wrist better. But
Yeah.
otherwise the subs are, I mean, as far as the watch themselves go, are equivalent. But I love the pre-ceramic stuff. I love the way that their lugs flowed into the bracelet, like even more gracefully than the 41s.
Ooh.
Although the 41 it kind of comes close. and
Yeah.
you know, they had that bevel on the lugs, and you know, yeah, the pre-ceramic subs were pretty perfect. My only gripe was the clasp was
Yeah, there's no micro adjustment. Well, I guess there is, but you got to pull out like a toothpick or something, and it's just it's
yeah.
a pain to fuck around with. Whereas
I
the new
remember it
ceramic
was
ones, you
just,
get the glide lock, and
oh yeah, no.
the
If
tech
I
is just
remember, it
better.
was just like a stamped, you know.
It is, yeah. It's just stamped. It's just
Yeah.
it's
That's,
dated, I guess. What do you think of this
yeah.
one? It's the Comex stamp.
Oh, Comex.
Crazy expensive, but it looks sick, doesn't it?
Is this the older one, pre-ceramic?
Yes, this is the pre-ceramic. This is the 16600 Comex.
Yeah, this is the bee's knees.
Bee's knees.
Yep, the Comex version within the red line version. You know,
The red
that
line
was the cool,
version.
that was the cool thing about the Sea Dweller is like, you know, there were.
Oh, you took it on the Sea Dolls, yeah. Then
there were quite a few different like versions that were, you know, Sea Dweller 100%,
double reds.
Yeah, you have single red, double red.
I don't quite like this patina. You know, some of it's creamy white, and then it's sort of like a pumpkin orange. I don't know what's going on there. It's got the double red.
Yeah.
I've actually seen one of these in person. It's a beautiful watch, but
$60,000. My God.
Geez, you should have seen the other one I pulled up. It was like 300,000 for a Comex stamp.
Oh yes, yeah.
Ridiculous. But yeah, we're just talking about Sea Dolls.
Ridiculous.
Have a look at that. How beautiful is that, though? That's wonderful. This is
yeah,
the
yeah. No, that's crazy, crazy. It's Arch. Will you ever be happy with the collection, or will you see? The thing is, this I like to. I got to be honest with you. I like to try and change the variable. Okay. In my own stuff, I like to try things, and the problem is I don't like losing money.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the sad thing is, if you want unusual things, they are often harder to sell, especially in Australia or New Zealand. Don't you agree with that?
Yeah.
Like in America, you could actually sell unusual shit. Not it wouldn't be that difficult, but here it's a disaster. I mean,
of course, you know, you got a much larger market.
Yeah, exactly.
Arch, I gotta jump.
Hey, Mike,
we're gonna
shut down soon. Thank you so much for coming on, man.
Good to see you, Mikey.
Mike, thanks for answering the knife question.
Bateman, I think you're the best, man.
May you buy one of those cars? Those I don't know if I'd have to get a Tiffany one. I just go for the standard one.
Oh yeah, one of the blue one or the white one, probably.
Yeah, Mike, thanks for coming, man. We love you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Take care, Mike.
Bye. See you.
There you go.
What a great show. That was a pretty good show, actually. I was quite happy with that there. Just make sure we've answered all the questions. So will I ever be happy? Look, for me, I like to try different stuff, and I need the money to pay for that. Okay, I'm not made of money. And that's what I try to do is reshuffle the collection a bit. Okay? That is exactly what I have done. Reshuffled a bit. I gotta say, I bit off more than I could chew, and that's why I got rid of a few pieces. But that's kind of how it is, you know. That's kind of how it is there. But guys, I want to thank everybody who came on today. It was much appreciated. Let's thank our sponsors. We had Frank V, thank you. Rusty'sWatches.com, thank you. Mike Hawk, Jeff the Pilot, Thomas Burnett, Old Timmy, Tiger Tail, Black Cat 997, John C, MX5NC, Little Dave, MT85, and MT85. Tell me, Bateman, before we go, how
Sure.
many, you're a young man, how many watches would you like to have in your collection?
I think for me, I would love anywhere between 4 to 6.
4 to 6 is a good number.
4 to 6
Yeah.
good pieces, because at the moment I'm really only sitting on one. If we just exclude the Seikos, because those are just they're affordable, I guess.
Would you consider a Seiko Presage as a good piece?
No, I think for me, I would love to have King Seiko, Grand Seiko, King Seiko would be the absolute minimum for me. But I do love the Presage. They are nice, but I wouldn't consider them luxury.
No, Grand Seiko is definitely luxury.
Absolutely, like even a little quartz one, I'll be happy with. But I would really love the spring drive.
Okay, guys, that's the show. Just hang on, Bateman. I'm just going to run an outro, then I'll have a chat to you.
No worries.
Upvote, guys! Upvote before you tune out. Great show.